आप सबको ये चेंज अभी करना है. It is mandatory. So first thing, all of you will be mentioning your branch name first and then your actual name. Okay? If at all, I'll give you 2 minutes for that. If at all this is not done, you'll be removed from the meeting. So I'll give you an example. For example, Varje Nikunj Mapara. So please make sure that you mention your branch name first, followed by your name. पहले अपना branch
Excuse
name
me,
डालो,
sir.
उसके बाद अपना yes.
Sir, I am not in any of the classes. So what should I do?
You must have enrolled somewhere, right, Renuka?
Yes, sir.
कहाँ
I
पे
enrolled
enrolled
in Takarkar.
अरे which
I mean,
branch?
no, sir. I am not going for any 11 classes here.
Yeah, that is fine, but you were there for the test series, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, I was there.
Which branch?
It was Bibewadi.
So mention Bebewadi and then your name. Yeah, very good.
Sir, done.
Done? That's good. There is someone already into the meeting who's having a watch on you people. So if at all it's not done, you'll be unnecessarily removed from the lecture. Please make sure that you do the needful. The kids who have just entered now, please make sure that you mention your branch name first. You have to change your name. You have to mention your branch name first, followed by your actual name. If this is not done, you'll be removed from the lecture. Please make sure that you do it. Pratik? So
Sir,
Pratik,
I have,
yes.
sir, I have just taken admission for CET lectures.
Which branch? That is fine. If किसी भी कोर्स के लिए अगर आपने एडमिशन लिया है तो भी पहले आपका नाम जो है वहां पे वो ब्रांच का नाम होना चाहिए, उसके बाद आपका नाम होगा. नो मैटर वट एवर ब्रांच इट इज.
सर मुझे ब्रांच का नाम पता नहीं है.
कौन हो आप? नाम?
तनय वालावल सर.
तनय, वेयर डू यू स्टे?
वालावल, दैट्स इन सिंधुदुर्ग डिस्ट्रिक्ट.
ओके, आपने कहीं तो एडमिशन लिया होगा ना?
Yeah, but I don't know in which branch.
Mention Bebewadi then.
Okay.
Sir, why it is mandatory?
Is mandatory because there are a lot of kids who have not enrolled anywhere. कहीं से भी बच्चे आके बैठ रहे हैं. चलो डन.
Ready.
Okay, great. Now we shall start off. Just here we go. So kal we started off with respiration. Last 10-15 minutes there were certain network issues. So you were not able to hear me clearly. Correct. So till which part was it clear to all of us? Aerobic, anaerobic respiration. यहाँ तक clear था सबको? You won't be able to unmute yourself now because the strength already exceeded. Okay. Did you understand this glycolysis wala part? Is that clear till here? About till the Krebs cycle? Ashish? Cellular respiration part. Okay. No worries. Yeah, I know I have taught already the Krebs cycle. I'm absolutely aware of it. But आप लोगों को कहीं से तो भी आवाज आना बंद हो गया था, right? From some part you were not able to hear. So that's the basic reason I wanted you people to get a revision of it. Okay, चलो. Cellular respiration यहीं से पूरा revise जो है वो कर लेंगे. It's a lengthy part of this chapter. We are also going to be moving on into the cell cycle wala part. Okay, so first to begin on with, we'll start off with cellular respiration. Cellular respiration, respiration हम सबको पता है, is the process of production of energy. Energy जब produce होती है, इस process को हम कहते हैं respiration. Okay, now cellular respiration, मतलब when these things have been taking place at the cellular levels. Now, production of the energy inside the cell takes place in three basic steps. तीन basic steps में cell में energy का production जो है वो होता है. सबसे पहला है glycolysis, the second one is Krebs cycle, and the third one is the electron transfer system or the electron transfer chain. Okay. So to start off first with glycolysis. So what exactly does glycolysis mean? Glycolysis is breakdown of glucose. We'll cut this word into two. It's glyco plus lysis. So glyco is being derived from glucose and lysis is breakdown. So जब ग्लूकोज का ब्रेकडाउन होता है, अब हम सबको पता है कि हमारे खाने में the majority of the component that we've been consuming is glucose. Okay, so when this glucose is being broken down to produce energy, this process is what you know as glycolysis. Okay, this is occurring in all these cells. सारे के सारे cells में ये process जो है ये होता रहता है. So it's a process of breakdown of glucose and it's been converting into pyruvate, ATP, NADH2 and water. Okay, so these are the four basic components that are being formed at the end of glycolysis. सबसे पहला है pyruvate. अब pyruvate एक ऐसा product है जो आगे reactions में the next reaction to come Krebs cycle उसका reactant बन जाएगा. Okay, pyruvate is an absolute essential component. ATP is something that is very much essential for our body, hence we are aware of it. NADH2 क्या है? This is a hydrogen acceptor. NAD जो है nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide is an hydrogen acceptor, and water is the metabolic water that has been there. Okay, so this is the first process, glycolysis, जहाँ पे glucose is being converted into pyruvate. Now this is something that can come into your exam. What are the end products of glycolysis? The end product of glycolysis is pyruvate, ATP, NAD, and water. What is NAD? NAD is a hydrogen acceptor. So this is the overall reaction in front of you. Glucose breaking down into pyruvate plus NADH2 plus water and ATP. I hope all of you have had the screenshot of this. Okay. If no, please take it. Great. So now let's proceed ahead with the next part. Now, where does glycolysis occur? This is what I told you in the last lecture. Where does glycolysis occur? तो glycolysis जो है हमेशा cytoplasm में होता है और उसके बाद ये सारी चीजें जो हैं they start entering into the mitochondria. So that's what you see out here in this image as well. Cytosol मतलब cytoplasm में this pyruvate is being formed. Pyruvate कहाँ से बनता है? So that's the end product of glycolysis. So this is how. This is the basics of glycolysis. Now this what you see out here on the screen. This is the whole reaction. अब glycolysis जैसे मैंने कहा किसी भी तरह का energy production का reaction is not a one step reaction. एक step का reaction नहीं है. There are multiple steps in this. So यहाँ पे there is this glycolysis that's it. This glycolysis में there is glucose which is being converted into G6Ps, glucose 6-phosphate, fructose 6-phosphate, fructose 1,6-diphosphate. So ये सारी चीजें जो हैं ये आप 12th स्टैंडर्ड में जब आओगे तब सीखोगे, अभी इसकी जरूरत नहीं है. ओके, अब ये एसिटिल कोएंजाइम पाइरुवेट जो है, जो एंड प्रोडक्ट है हमारे ग्लाइकोलाइसिस का, दिस इज द एंड प्रोडक्ट ऑफ योर ग्लाइकोलाइसिस. दिस इज बीइंग मूव्ड इनसाइड द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के अंदर आ जाता है, यहाँ से हाइड्रोजन जो है वो निकल जाता है. देयर इज एन रिलीज ऑफ एन हाइड्रोजन मॉलिक्यूल, एडिशन ऑफ अ कोएंजाइम ए एंड रिलीज ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. अब ये सारी चीजें जो है दिस इज नॉट सो इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर यू, ये कुछ याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है, but the point to be noted out here is the pyruvate is being converted into acetyl coenzyme, and this is going to be occurring in the mitochondria. Mitochondria में pyruvate को acetyl coenzyme में convert किया जाता है. Now this acetyl coenzyme A that's there is being used as a reactant in the next cycle that's known as the Krebs cycle. Okay, so this acetyl CoA, that's acetyl coenzyme A so formed, is being used in the Krebs cycle. तो इस तरह से तीनों के तीनों रिएक्शंस जो हैं ये एक दूसरे से लिंक्ड है. हेंस द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ वन रिएक्शन मतलब ग्लाइकोलाइसिस का प्रोडक्ट कौन सा है, पाइरुवेट, जो कन्वर्ट होता है इनटू एसिटिल कोएंजाइम में, इज अ रिएक्टेंट मतलब रिएक्शन को शुरू करने वाला फॉर द अदर, किसका, तो क्रेब्स साइकिल. ओके, अब मूव करेंगे टुवर्ड्स द सेकंड टाइप ऑफ साइकिल व्हिच इज नोन एज द क्रेब्स साइकिल. So Krebs cycle ये नाम क्यों पड़ा? It was because it was being discovered by Sir Hans Krebs. The citric acid cycle, the TCA cycle, it's also known as citric acid cycle or TCA cycle. TCA stands for tricarboxylic acid cycle. Okay, or it is commonly what you know as the Krebs cycle. अब इस Krebs cycle में होता क्या है? So there is a series of reactions, और यहाँ पे the major products that are supposed to be focused on, सबसे ज्यादा इसमें क्या बनता है, तो सबसे ज्यादा इसमें NADH2 और FADH2 बनता है. ओके, ये दोनों कंपोनेंट बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, NADH2 और FADH2, बिकॉज हर एक NADH2 और FADH2 से सफिशिएंट अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी जो है वो बनाई जाने वाली है. हेंस फॉर दिस Krebs cycle to be completed, the production of NADH2 and FADH2 is of absolute importance. Yeah, so Krebs cycle is a series of chemical reactions which is being used by all the aerobic respirations to release the stored energy through the oxidation of acetyl coenzyme A from the carbohydrates. Okay, great. अब बढ़ते हैं आगे. By any chance आज कोई आवाज में प्रॉब्लम आ रही है क्या? Is it lagging or something like that? प्रसन्न आज कोई I am no more traveling now. I am back to my place, so there is some network issue at your end. I am sure there's nothing at my end from today onwards. Okay, great. अब बढ़ते हैं आगे towards the next part. This is Sir Hans Krebs who started off with this process, जिन्होंने ये प्रोसेस को हमें बताया था. जैसे मैंने कहा कि जो प्रोडक्ट था पिछले रिएक्शन का प्रोडक्ट था पाइरुवेट. एक लिंक रिएक्शन थी जब यहाँ पे पाइरुवेट कन्वर्ट किया गया था इनटू एसिटिल कोएंजाइम. अब यहाँ पे in this Krebs cycle you can see the first statement, acetyl coenzyme enters into the mitochondria. During this process CO2, H2O, that is carbon dioxide, water, NADH2 and FADH2 are being formed. So this is whole TCA cycle or citric acid cycle or Krebs cycle. Okay, so यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो that there are series of reactions that have been going on. ये reactions जो हैं वो शुरू होते हैं from this end. It starts from here. You can see the acetyl coenzyme है और आखिरी में बनता है ऑक्सैलोएसिड. जैसे मैंने कहा था इस रिएक्शन में सबसे ज्यादा है प्रोडक्शन ऑफ NADH2 and FADH2. Okay, so the production of NADH2 and FADH2 is of prime importance as far as the citric acid cycle has been concerned. अब ये क्यों important है ये मैं आपको बताऊंगा, because अगले रिएक्शन में नहीं, एग्जाम में नाम नहीं आएंगे, फुल फॉर्म में आपको बताऊंगा। व्हाई फुल फॉर्म ऑफ FADH2, I'll let you know. It's flavin-adenine dinucleotide hydrogenase. I'll display that in front of you. Hold on. Okay. So यहाँ पे जैसे मैंने कहा, what is of prime importance is production of NADH2 and FADH2. Why is it so? ये भी मैं आपको बताऊंगा, because हर एक NADH2 मॉलिक्यूल से 3 ATP जनरेट होंगे, जबकि हर एक FADH2 मॉलिक्यूल से 2 ATP जनरेट होंगे। अब ये सब कहाँ होगा? So this will all occur in the electron transfer system. Now, this electron transfer system is a very unique process जहाँ पे सिर्फ transfer of electrons अपने higher energy level से lower energy levels तक आते हैं। There is jumping, constant jumping being going on. Due to this, what is going to be happening is some energy is being released. कुछ energy जो है वो बाहर release होती है। अब ये energy जो है, this is being used for production of ATP. So series of complexes that transfer the electrons from the electron donors to the electron acceptors by a redox reaction. Redox मतलब reduction oxidation, ये continuously यहाँ पे होता है। इसकी वजह से there is some energy that has always been released. With the release of this energy, what has been happening is the production of energy takes place. अब यहाँ पे what is a reactant? So जितने भी अभी तक ग्लाइकोलाइसिस में और क्रेब्स साइकिल में मिलके जितने भी NADH2 और FADH2 बने थे, ये सारे के सारे जो है इस रिएक्शन में पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं। Okay, once these chemical molecules have been participated into these reactions, the reaction is good to go. अब हर एक NADH2 molecule, each and every NADH2 molecule that's been introduced into this process is going to be giving you 3 ATP molecules. Okay, now इस चीज को ध्यान से लिख लेना चाहे तो कि Krebs cycle के बाद electron transfer system में one NADH2 molecule yields how many ATP? So one NADH2 molecule yields you 3 ATP. Jabki one FADH2 molecule is going to be yielding you 2 ATP. This is something that will come in at CET exam. So please have a screenshot of this. Apart from the ATP, water molecule is also being formed during this process. I would recommend you people having a screenshot of this. This is going to be very important. No, sorry, Tripta. These things are confidential. I cannot share these PPTs. ओके चलो, अब मैंने यहाँ पे आपको इन दोनों के फुल फॉर्म्स जो है वो दिए। NADH2 stands for nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, जबकि FADH2 stands for flavin adenine dinucleotide, right? So these are the full forms of NADH2 and FADH2. Please have a screenshot of this. This might come in your exams as well. Done? अब बढ़ते हैं आगे। अभी तक हमने क्या सीखा? So till now what we have learned is first process glycolysis में 2 ATP मिलते हैं, citric acid cycle में 2 ATP मिलेंगे। Apart from that NADH2 और FADH2 जो है वो रिलीज होंगे, राइट? तो ये देखो यहाँ पे ये NADH2, यहाँ पे NADH2 FADH2, ये सब के सब ये इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसफर सिस्टम थर्ड वन ETS में पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं। यहाँ पे हमें मिलता है 34 ATPs. So total 34 plus 2 plus 2, that's 38 ATPs. That's the end. That's the yield from one glucose molecule. So हम सबको पता है कि one glucose molecule yields 38 ATPs, right? So this is how these things are going to be useful. Okay. What will come in your exam? आज के लेक्चर में या फिर आज के पेपर में आपको क्या क्या आएगा एग्जाम में? So अभी तक हमने जो दोनों चैप्टर्स किए हैं, ये दोनों के दोनों चैप्टर्स जो हैं ये हमारे एग्जाम में होंगे। Okay. This is important for you. ये चैप्टर सॉरी ये टेबल जो है दिस इज अ समेशन ऑफ ऑल ऑफ देम। ओके, ग्लाइकोलाइसिस में एटीपी 2 बनते हैं, NADH2 2 बनते हैं, FADH2 0 बनते हैं। इंटरमीडिएट स्टेप मतलब पायरुवेट जब एसिटिल कोएंजाइम A में कन्वर्ट होता है, यहाँ पे ATP 0 बनेंगे, NADH2 जो है वो 2 बनते हैं, FADH2 0 बनेंगे। क्रेब्स साइकिल लास्ट वाला, 2 ATP have been produced, 6 NADH2 molecules have been produced and 2 FADH2 molecules have been produced. Okay, अब यहाँ पे टोटल बन गए 4 ATPs, एक NADH2 बनाता है 3 ATPs, so we are having 30 out here और एक FADH2 बनाता है 2 ATP, so इसलिए we are having 4 out here. So 30 plus 4 plus 4, that's 38. So that's how once again these things have been completed. That one glucose molecule gives you 38 ATP molecule. So एक ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल जो अपनी जर्नी शुरुआत करता है फ्रॉम ग्लाइकोलाइसिस, it ends up its journey till the electron transfer. Okay, so this is important. Please make sure that you take these screenshots time to time. I cannot go back and come front to the first slide and second slide. वो सब नहीं हो पाएगा. It's all time bounded. So please make sure that you. No. It's not possible now. मैं हर बार पीछे की स्लाइड्स पे जाओ सर प्लीज. ये स्क्रीनशॉट रह गया तो तब के तब क्यों नहीं निकाला? This is the last time that I'm doing this. Henceforth, I'm not going to be helping you out with going back and coming front again. ये सब नहीं होगा. Okay? इसका स्क्रीनशॉट निकाल लो. इसका स्क्रीनशॉट निकाल लो सब लोग. ये आपके एग्जाम्स में पूछा जा सकता है कि ग्लाइकोलाइसिस में कितने एटीपी बनते हैं, क्रेब्स साइकिल में कितने एटीपी बनते हैं. सो दिस इज सपोज्ड टू बी इन फ्रंट. ओके, अब मूव करेंगे टुवर्ड्स द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ एटीपी. अब एटीपी एग्जैक्टली है क्या? सो एटीपी इज एडेनोसिन ट्राइफॉस्फेट. जैसे मैंने बताया था यहाँ पे कि यहाँ पे देयर इज अ प्रेजेंस ऑफ एन एडेनिन मॉलिक्यूल, राइबोज शुगर एंड देयर आर 3 फॉस्फेट्स. अब 3 फॉस्फेट्स जो हैं यहाँ पे होते हैं. अब ये दूसरे और तीसरे फॉस्फेट के बीच में there is a bond which is known as the high energy bond. Okay, एनर्जी जो है इस एटीपी में यहाँ पे कहीं पे भी स्टोर नहीं की जाती. इट्स बीन स्टोर्ड इनटू दीस हाई एनर्जी बॉन्ड्स. जब कभी भी बॉडी को एनर्जी की जरूरत पड़ती है, दिस इज योर एडेनिन, दिस इज योर राइबोज, 2 फॉस्फेट और ये इनऑर्गेनिक फॉस्फेट. ये बॉन्ड जो बीच में था इसको तोड़ दिया. दिस इज बीन ब्रोकन एंड दैट्स हाउ एनर्जी इज बीन गिवन आउट. ओके, सो जब ये तीनों के तीनों फॉस्फेट एक साथ जुड़े हुए हैं with a high energy bond, the battery level is full. और जैसे ये बॉन्ड ब्रेक हो गया, the battery has been emptied. सारे की सारी एनर्जी जो है वो दे चुके हैं. This has been giving it to the body, and that's how your body is been utilizing this energy. Okay, done. Full form of FADH2 के लिए ईशानी, I already gave you a screen where the full forms of NADH2 and FADH2 both of them were written. It's flavin adenine dinucleotide. Okay, अब ATP वापस बनेगा कैसे? So this is like cyclic process. जब कभी भी बॉडी के पास फ्री एनर्जी है, this is what's there you have out here कि ATP है. When you need energy, your third phosphate has been removed off. ये break down हो जाता है, एनर्जी जो है वो रिलीज हो जाती है. अब इसके बाद बचता है ADP, एडेनोसिन डाइफॉस्फेट. 2 ही फॉस्फेट बच गए देखो यहाँ पे. और जब सेल को कुछ काम नहीं होता है, इट इज ऐसे ही बैठा हुआ है, इट्स फ्री. दैट टाइम दिस फॉस्फेट इज बीन एडेड. ये फॉस्फेट जो है ये ऐड किया जाता है. सो ADP along with your additional phosphate gives you ATP once again. So that is how once again this ATP is being formed. So इसी तरह से ये ATP ADP का साइकिल जो है वो चलता रहता है. ठीक है? So when ATP is being broken down, it converts into ADP, adenosine diphosphate, and IP is an organic phosphate. This is how your ATP is being reused every time. Okay. एक बार हम फिर आगे बढ़ेंगे with the next part. Okay. The first thing we'll be looking on into carbohydrates. Carbohydrates से हमें सबसे ज्यादा एनर्जी जो है वो हमें कार्बोहाइड्रेट से मिलती है. Okay, this might come as a question in your exam. Which of the following biomolecule gives you maximum energy? And the answer is supposed to be carbohydrates. Carbohydrates के बाद नंबर लगता है प्रोटीन का, उसके बाद नंबर लगता है फैट्स का. Okay, फैट्स या फिर लिपिड्स, whatever it is, उनके नंबर जो है वो बाद में लगेंगे। तो सबसे ज्यादा एनर्जी जो है वो हमें कार्बोहाइड्रेट से मिलेगी। ज्यादा the excessive amount of carbohydrates that's there is being stored in the form of glycogen in the livers and the muscles. Okay, next, proteins किससे बनते हैं? So proteins have been made up of amino acids. This is what you can see on the screen. Proteins have been made up of amino acids. Next, amino acids जो हैं ये blood में absorb किए जाएंगे। आखिरकार, if at all you consider the third type of a component, these are what you know as lipids. ये lipids जो हैं ये store किए जाते हैं into body as reserved food material. जब कभी भी जरूरत पड़ेगी बॉडी को, at that time these lipids are going to be broken down and that's how the energy is going to be produced. Okay, हमारे बॉडी में जितने भी hormones है, जितने भी enzymes है, majorly they have been made from these lipids. Okay, so we get somewhere around 9 kilocalories of energy from 1 gram of lipids and 4 kilocalorie per gram of a protein and carbohydrates. Now, there's a last component that's there that's been a part of your food, that's vitamins. Vitamins are vital amines. ऐसे amine group containing chemical molecules जो हमारी body के लिए काफी important होते हैं. Okay, so they have been helpful in proper operations of your body. There are 6 main type: A, B, C, D, E, and K. Okay, ये 6 अलग-अलग 6 मेजर तरह के विटामिन जो हैं ये हमारी बॉडी में यूजफुल होते हैं. A, B, C, D, E, and K. Okay. अब हम मूव करेंगे towards the last concept from this chapter. Now this is one of those very important parts that are there. Okay, there's a question, sir, but lipids give 9 kilocalories of energy and carbohydrates give 4 kilocalories of energy. Yeah, so Vedant, so what? No. Okay. Lipids take a lot of time in breaking down. Okay. Now, the energy requirement that's there in your body is supposed to be instant. Instant body में energy का requirement जो है वो होता है. ठीक है? Lipids, they do take a long time to break down. That's the basic reason your body always prefers in using these carbohydrates, because the amount of energy that has been utilized as far as breakdown of a carbohydrates is concerned is negligible. Whereas lipids को जितना energy लगता है break करने के लिए, that is immense. Okay, so that's why it has been considered as the carbohydrates that are there are all going to be very much essential as far as your body is being concerned. अब किसी को मुझे बताओ कोई slide. Now we're going to be moving into the next section of this chapter. किसी को कोई slide का screenshot बाकी है, ऐसा कुछ है? This is one last time I'm helping you out. There were few people who were having previous है. कोई ना कोई तो निकलेगा. Yes, जो भी है last 2 slides. ठीक है, आप इसका स्क्रीनशॉट निकाल लो. हाँ, क्रेब साइकिल वाला देता हूँ, रुको, 1 by 1 इसका स्क्रीनशॉट निकाल लो. इसका स्क्रीनशॉट निकाल लो. यहाँ पे बहुत सा ऐसा कंटेंट है जो हमारे एग्जाम में इट्स अ पोटेंशियल क्वेश्चन टू कम इन योर एग्जाम. As I've said, I hope you people have downloaded your textbooks and you have started the reading of that part. आपने रीडिंग जो है वो शुरुआत कर दिया होगा. This is what I expect. ये पहले कौन है क्रेब साइकिल वाला? Ishani, this was already there. I have a screenshot of this. Yes, first I'll move on to the Krebs cycle. उसके बाद I'll come to the next part. Is Sanskruti Devkar. So from which site can we download the book? Okay, you can download the book from wait, Google itself. Google पे ही आपको मिल जाएगा. You can just search it on Google. I suppose they'll guide you through that Byju's site. वहाँ पे आपको मोबाइल नंबर डालना है and yes, you get it on ebalbharti.com. The books are also available on Play Store. Thank you, Shubham. Okay, anyone with any other part? ATP. App Store also, yes. Thank you, Arshil. Yes, this is that ATP. This is structure of ATP. यहाँ से कुछ नहीं आएगा. मतलब what is the most important part in it is what is the full form of ATP? उससे ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं. Done? अब आगे बढ़े. All of you, अब किसी को और कोई requirement है? Okay. Thank you. Let's start off now with the cell cycle. Okay. Now we'll start off with cell division. Figures की naming नहीं ऐसा ऐसा कृति का ऐसा इस तरह का सवाल जो है it's a very rare case. I don't think so this is going to be coming in your exam. That you will be having a figure and you're supposed to give the names out there. No, that such kind of an MCQ cannot be designed because they'll have to give you lots and lots of options in that case. Okay, which is not going to be possible for the boards. Okay, now we'll move on into the next part, which is known as the cell division. Okay, now what exactly is cell division? Now, cell division is a very simple process. जहाँ पे the number of cells in your bodies are going to be increasing. Okay, and if at all you are aware of our body, we started our life from a single cell. हमने सिर्फ एक ही सेल से हमारी बॉडी की शुरुआत की. आज हमारे पास we are having more than 100 trillion cells in our body. So how does it happen? So this has all been happening with the process of cell division. Now, if at all we consider our body, हमारे body में there are two basic types of cells. We are having the somatic cells and we are having the reproductive cell. I'll be going through them as and when I progress. So why do we need cell division? To increase the number of cells. What will happen if the cell division does not occur? The growth in your body is obviously going to be stunned. हमारी body का growth जो है वो रुक जाएगा. Okay. What will happen if the cell division occurs in an uncontrolled way? That can lead to a disease which we know as cancer. Okay, so that's how हमारी body में cell division तो होना चाहिए. अगर नहीं हुआ तो भी problem, अगर ज़्यादा हुआ तो भी problem. So that's how it's supposed to be in a normal way. Now we'll talk about the types of cells. अब हमारी body में दो तरह के cells present होते हैं. सबसे पहले होते हैं somatic cells and second one are what you know as the gametic cells. Somatic cells मतलब क्या? Somatic cells basically are all the cells that have been present in your body except the reproductive cells. Okay, so आप consider कर लो maybe the brain cells or the heart cells or the hand cells or कहाँ पे भी कोई भी cells आप consider कर लो. ये सारे के सारे cells जो हैं आपके somatic cells है except the reproductive cells. Of reproductive cells may you are having only two options. You are having the sperm cells in males and egg cells in females. These are the only two things that are there. Apart from that, all the cells in your body are known as somatic cells. Okay. Now, how are these cells different? ये दोनों cells जो हैं ये अलग-अलग कैसे हैं? So I'll give you a very simple idea on this as how they are different. As first, the somatic cells, they have 46 chromosomes per cell, and gametic cells that are there, they have 23 chromosomes. Okay, this is how both of them are different. Somatic cells में 46 chromosomes होते हैं per cell, whereas gametic cells में 23 chromosomes होंगे per cells. This is very important. इस चीज का screenshot निकाल लो. I'm going to be clearing this. ये वापस नहीं आएगा ये slide. Okay. Now let's proceed ahead with the next part. So ये इसके basis पे different है, ये हमको पता है. They have been different on the basis of chromosomes. Okay, what are chromosomes? So chromosomes basically हमारे body में कुछ colored chromosomes are colored bodies है, the ones that are being found into the nucleus. If at all we look at the literal meaning of this word, it is chrome plus somes. So chrome means colored and somes means bodies. तो कुछ ऐसे cells जो colored दिखते हैं under a microscope. So colored bodies of the nucleus which contain the genetic material. How many chromosomes we have? We are all aware that we have 46 chromosomes or 23 pairs of chromosomes per cell as far as somatic cells are being concerned. और इस condition को हम कहते हैं diploid condition. जब एक cell के पास 46 chromosomes होते हैं, such a cell is said to be a diploid cell. Okay. Now where exactly is your DNA present? So DNA जो है ये हमारा chromosomes में होता है और ये chromosomes जो है ये हमारे nucleus में होते हैं. Okay. And once a cell, yes, please have a screenshot of this. जो जरूरी होंगे मैं आपको बताऊंगा, उनके स्क्रीनशॉट निकालो. फालतू ही हर स्लाइड का स्क्रीनशॉट निकाल के आपका फोन मत भरो, बिकॉज आई एम डैम श्योर कि हम सब लोग स्क्रीनशॉट निकालने के बाद कुछ नहीं पढ़ते है ना. दिस इज जस्ट से अभी ऐसा है ना, वी हैव बीन ब्रॉट आवर लाइव्स टू सो सच एन एक्सटेंट ऑफ सिंपलिसिटी. अगर ये प्रेजेंटेशन पूरे का पूरा मिल जाएगा ना तो वी विल बी मोर देन हैप्पी. वो होगा नहीं, सो थोड़े से एफर्ट्स तो यार आपको लेने पड़ेंगे ना. चल अब मूव करते हैं to the next part. Now when the cell contains only 23 chromosomes, this condition is what you know as the haploid condition. So जब हमारे सेल में सिर्फ और सिर्फ 23 क्रोमोसोम्स होंगे, ऐसे कंडीशन को हम कहेंगे that the cell is haploid in nature. Okay, now let's start off with the basis of cell division. Cell division के basis से शुरुआत करते हैं. So the formation of a new cells in an organism in order to grow, to replace the old, dead and the injured cell, this process is what you know as cell division. Cell division दो type के हैं. पहला है mitosis. It is a process जहाँ पे one cell is going to be giving you two cells. Okay, and it is also known as equational division, as the number of chromosomes that have been there into the parent cell and the offspring is the same. Okay, so this is a process which has been used by most of these cells for growth. In this process, each cell called as the mother cell divides to form two identical daughter cells. The daughter cells have the same number of chromosomes as that of the mother cell. Function is mitosis का ये क्या करता है? So it helps in growth and repair of the tissues of the organism. So this is the basis of mitosis. आप इसका screenshot निकाल लो. Please have a screenshot of this. Okay, let's proceed ahead with the next part. Yeah, so this is a diagram of mitosis. I'll be going into the details of these mitosis. This is just the overview of this process. Okay, Sarah is having a question. Can the mother cell divide into multiple parts? Okay, let's consider, Sarah. I give you a Cadbury. I ask you to break that Cadbury, and I want you to make a 5-star out of it. Is it possible? Right. So if at all a cell is being dividing, it is only going to be forming cells. So this is a very simple concept. Like ठीक है, it was a curiosity. You know, जब human genetics और ये सारी चीजें discover नहीं हुई थी, at that time this thing was a big curiosity. Like why a dog is always giving birth to puppies and why not a cat? Okay, why human beings are not giving birth to donkeys? So that was a big craze by then. Uske baad there was a theory that was there which was known as like begets like. So this is something that you'll be learning in your 12th standard. Not now. Humans perform, yes, both. Mansi, both of them are being performed, mitosis as well as meiosis. Okay, now we'll be moving on into the next process, which is known as meiosis. Now, what exactly is there in this meiosis? So specific cells of the reproductive organs or the tissues in the plants and the animals divide to form gametes. हम सबको पता है कि meiosis एक ऐसा procedure है, या फिर हम सबको gametes तो at least पता है. Gametic cells अभी हमने देखे, these are the ones that have been having only 23 chromosomes. So meiosis is a type of a division जहाँ पे one cell gives birth to 4 cells. The chromosome number out here is going to be reduced down to half. Okay, this is going to be occurring only and only in the gametic cells. So specific cells of the reproductive organs or tissues in plants and in animals divide to form gametes, which after fertilization give rise to the offspring. And these cells divide by different processes called as meiosis, which involves 2 consecutive divisions. When a cell divides by meiosis, it produces 4 new cells. This is very important. Mitosis में 2 cells बनते हैं, meiosis में 4 cells बनते हैं, which have half the number of chromosomes than the mother cell. आप लोग इसका भी screenshot निकाल लो. This is important for us. Mitosis is known as equational division. Meiosis is known as reductional division. I'll write this thing for you. Okay, you can note this thing down. Shall I clear this? Great. Let's proceed ahead with the next part now. I'll show you an image of meiosis as well. तो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो that there's one cell और यहाँ से बनते हैं 4 cells. अब यहाँ पे the number of chromosomes that are there, ये this is just an hypothetical diagram that's there. So you can see there are 4 chromosomes that are being shown out here. तो यहाँ पे कितने chromosomes बच गए? There are only 2 of them. So what is happening is the chromosome number is reducing down. Hence, this is known as reductional division. Okay. इसका भी screenshot निकाल लेना. Let's proceed ahead with the next part now. Okay, we'll start off with mitosis. This is what you know as an equational division, where one cell divides to form 2 different cells. The chromosome number of the parent and the offspring is the same. This process occurs only in the somatic cell. This is the first type that's there. This is mitosis. Iska screenshot nikal lo. Everything that you need to know about mitosis has been mentioned on the screen. Now ये mitosis meiosis वाला part is ICC students have already studied this. CBSE के बच्चों को 9th standard chapter tissues में आखिर में था. You had it in the end, and state board student obviously had this in their 10th standard curriculum itself in the 2nd chapter itself. Okay, so this is something that's been learned by all 3 boards. But CBSE को 9th standard में ये जो content था वो बहुत minimal था. It was negligible content that they have. Yes, you have to take a screenshot of this. ICSE people have these things in an elaborated form. Next, let's proceed on with the process of cell division. Now, each and every cell division, if at all you consider, it's going to be occurring in two basic phases. हर कोई cell division जो है ये दो basic phases में होता है. सबसे पहला है karyokinesis. What do we mean by karyokinesis? Karyokinesis is division of nucleus. जबकि दूसरा phase है cytokinesis, which is division of cytoplasm. Okay? So हर एक cell division में दो process होते हैं. एक तो पहले nucleus divide होगा, उसके बाद cytoplasm divide होगा. That's how you have karyokinesis and that's how you have cytokinesis. Okay? Now this karyokinesis is further going to be having four phases. You have the prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. That's how ये चार phases हैं in karyokinesis. हर एक phase में there is a different kind of a change that's been occurring. So we'll be elaborating those changes as well. Okay, so karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Karyokinesis further been divided into four subphases: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Please have a screenshot of this. Okay, next we'll first start off with the prophase. अब हर एक phase में क्या क्या होता है, this is what we'll look into. सबसे पहले तो मैं आपको एक डायग्राम दिखाऊंगा जहां पे early prophase है. Early prophase के साथ what is important for us is we need to know what exactly is there in a normal cell. तो हर एक normal cell में हमारे पास cell होता है, nucleus होता है. इस nucleus के अंदर the chromatin material has been entangled, मतलब DNA जो है पूरी तरह से फैला हुआ है. It is haphazardly been present. That's what you know as a chromatin material, or chromatin material के साथ we've been seeing, or there is going to be a presence of what you know as a nucleolus. Okay. अब इस condition से we are supposed to make sure that the cell is going to be getting on into this condition. That's where these are the changes that are going to be happening in the prophase. Let's begin on with the prophase. सबसे पहले the first step that's going to be occurring is condensation of the chromosome. Chromosomes जो है वो condense होना शुरू हो जाते हैं. Condense मतलब dropping down into their sizes. पानी निकाल के they start condensing. They start coming together. Secondly, the chromatin condenses to form chromosomes. They become short and thick and start appearing as sister chromatids. Short और thick होता है और ये appear करने लगता है sister chromatids. Sister chromatids मतलब बिल्कुल बाजू बाजू में एक जैसे दिखते हैं. Next, centrioles. Centrioles are special organelles which help in secretion of spindle fibers. They duplicate and they move towards the opposite poles. The nuclear membrane and the nucleolus, it starts disappearing. So these are the changes that are definitely going to be occurring in the prophase, जहाँ पे nuclear membrane, nucleolus ये disappear हो जाते, chromatin material chromosome में condense होना शुरू हो जाएगा. Okay. So these are few changes that are going to be occurring as far as the first phase, that's a prophase, is being concerned. Okay, so please, yes, the four phases should be in a sequence. Please have a screenshot of this. इसका screenshot निकाल लो. अब बढ़ते हैं आगे towards the next part. This is also important for you. आप इसका भी screenshot निकाल लो. Okay, great. Now we'll be moving on into the second phase, that's the metaphase. Now, as the name meta is here. Meta means middle. This is the condition where the chromosomes are going to be aligned at the equatorial plate. Chromosomes जो है वो equatorial plate पे align हो जाते हैं, and the process is going to be completing. Now here you can see is nuclear membrane completely disappears. Chromosome जो है उनका condensation complete हो चुका है. Chromosome सारे के सारे they been aligned at the equatorial plane. Spindle fibers जो हैं start हो जाते हैं and they come and attach to the end of center of the chromosomes, which is known as the centromere. There is a change out here. There is यहाँ पे सेंट्रियोल नहीं है, सेंट्रोमियर है. Correction in the slide. Okay, so this is a short write-up on metaphase. Everything that you need to know as far as metaphase is being concerned, please have a screenshot of this. Okay, this is a diagram that's there as far as metaphase is being concerned. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो how the chromosomes have been aligned at the equatorial plate. यहाँ पे chromosomes जो हैं पूरी तरह से align हो चुके हैं. ये आपके centrioles हैं, which are going to be releasing certain fibers, जिसे कहते हैं spindle fibers. So these are your spindle fibers. These are your centrioles. Nuclear membrane पूरी तरह से गायब हो चुका है. Nucleolus जो है वो पूरी तरह से गायब हो चुका है. Right, so these are the changes that have been occurring into the second phase. This is what you know as the metaphase. अब हम move करेंगे towards the third one. That's what you know as the anaphase. अब anaphase में the chromosomes are going to be pulled apart. So that's what you see out here. The chromosomes have been pulling apart. ये सारे के सारे जो हैं ये पीछे खींचे जा चुके हैं towards their pole, thereby making sure that the chromosome is being equally separated on both the parts. Okay, so please have a screenshot of this. ये है आपका anaphase जहाँ पे there is a separation of the sister chromatids. They have been pulled apart at the opposite direction with the help of spindle fibers, thereby forming what you know as the daughter chromosomes. Okay, wonderful. Please have a screenshot of this as well. Okay, great. Now we'll be moving on into the last phase of the cell division. Rather, I would say the last phase of karyokinesis. This is what you know as telophase. अब इस telophase में क्या होता है, इस जो कुछ भी प्रोफेज में गायब हुआ था वो सारी की सारी चीजें जो है वो यहाँ पे वापस आना शुरू हो जाती हैं. Like the nuclear membrane that disappeared in the prophase is going to be coming back. The nucleolus that disappeared in the prophase is going to be coming back. स्पिंडल फाइबर्स जो है वो धीरे धीरे गायब हो जाएंगे. जो आया था वो चला जाएगा और जो चला गया था वो वापस आना शुरू हो जाएगा. Okay, so that is how these other changes that are there that are going to be occurring at the end of the telophase. Chromosomes जो opposite pole पे reach हो चुके हैं. पहले कंडेंसेशन हो रहा था तो अब यहाँ पे डिसकंडेंसेशन हो जाएगा, डिकंडेंसेशन सॉरी. न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन पहले प्रोफेज में डिसअपियर हुआ था तो यहाँ पे रीअपियर हो जाएगा. न्यूक्लियोलस भी तब डिसअपियर हो गया, तब यहाँ पे रीअपियर हो रहा है. डॉटर न्यूक्लियाई जो है वो बनते रहते हैं. And that is how two nuclei are being formed. So please have a screenshot of this. Wonderful. You can have a screenshot of this as well. So इस तरह से karyokinesis जो है वो complete हो चुका है. अब हम move करेंगे towards what you know as cytokinesis. Okay. Now karyokinesis हमको पता है is a division of nucleus. उसी तरह से cytokinesis जो है that's a division of cytoplasm. A very simple thing that's there. आप लोग इसका screenshot निकाल लो, उसके बाद मैं आपको explain करता हूँ. इसके ऊपर बेस्ड दो सवाल जो हैं ये आपके एग्जाम्स में आ सकते हैं. So I'll just help you out. Because the word telomere, the telophase has been derived from the word telomeres, which are the ends. Okay. Now, दो तरह के questions जो इसके ऊपर आएंगे. First thing, animal cell division कैसे होता है? So this is being occurring by the formation of cleavage or a furrow. Animal cell division will be occurring by furrow formation. Now, what do you mean by this furrow formation? So this deepening that is there. So न्यूक्लियस जो है वो अच्छे से डिवाइड हो चुका है. अब साइटोप्लाज्म, इतना बड़ा सा साइटोप्लाज्म जो है वो था, तो इस चीज को डिवाइड कैसे किया जाए? So यहाँ पे there is a pinch in the center. यहाँ पे there is a pinch that's been formed, due to which it becomes easy for us to divide. And this pinch is what you know as furrow formation. This is only and only found in the animal cells. ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ animal cells में ही होता है. तो फिर plant cells में cell division कैसे होगा? So this has been occurring by the formation of cell plate. Okay, so this is something that will come in your CET exams. ये आपके CET के exams में पूछा जा सकता है. दोनों में से definitely एक सवाल तो आएगा Then animal cell division, the cytokinesis of animal cell division occurs by the formation of dash, and plant cell division at the end of mitosis occurs by the process of dash. So animals में होगा furrow formation और cleavage formation, और plant cells में हमेशा होगा cell plate formation. That's what you had on the previous slide. Okay, previous slide पे भी आपको यही लिख के दिया था मैंने, इसलिए मैंने कहा था प्लीज इसका पहले स्क्रीनशॉट निकाल लो. तो एनिमल सेल्स में हमेशा क्या होता है, इज देयर इज अ फरो दैट्स बीन फॉर्म्ड. एक बड़ा सा बलून है, उस बलून को आप बीच में से पिंच कर दो और उसको ट्विस्ट कर दो, दैट्स हाउ दैट बलून इज बीन डिवाइडेड. Right, so cytokinesis is a division of cytoplasm to form two new cells which overlaps the final stage of mitosis. In animal cells, the cytokinesis is contractile, pinching the cells into two. It is known as the furrow formation. Plant cells cannot be divided with this because of they have the cell wall which is too stiff. Instead, यहाँ पे there are these structures which are known as the cell plates which have been forming down the middle of the cell, splitting the two daughter cells separated by a new wall. So this was about the division of the plant cells and the animal cells. Great. अब move करेंगे towards the next part. We'll be moving on into the process of what you know as meiosis. अब meiosis पे move करेंगे. आज शायद 5 मिनट ज्यादा extend करना पड़े, 5 से 10 मिनट, उससे ज्यादा नहीं लगेगा because it's the last concept from your chapter. So we'll be moving on into meiosis. And now what is going to be the syllabus for your exams? जो आज आपका एग्जाम है उसमें आपके पास दोनों चैप्टर्स, जो पहला चैप्टर हमने सीखा हेरिडिटी एंड एवोल्यूशन एंड द सेकंड चैप्टर लाइफ प्रोसेसेस पार्ट 1, इन दोनों पे आपका एग्जाम जो है वो होगा. ओके, अगले लेक्चर में आई विल बी आल्सो हेल्पिंग यू आउट विद सॉल्विंग ऑफ सर्टेन एमसीक्यूज फ्रॉम दिस चैप्टर, और तीसरे चैप्टर की शुरुआत जो है वो भी हम कर लेंगे. ओके, सो आपके सिलेबस में आज आपके पास दो चैप्टर्स होंगे. यू विल बी हैविंग the first chapter that we studied, hereditary and evolution, and the second chapter that we have completed today, life processes. That's how you'll be having two chapters from this. Yes, this will also come. Okay, now we'll be moving on into meiosis. अब meiosis जो है इसे कहते हैं reductional division. क्यों reductional division कहते हैं? Because यहाँ पे the chromosome number of the daughter cell has been reduced down. Okay, this is going to be occurring only and only in the reproductive cells. This is what we are already aware of. यहाँ पे one parent cell is going to be forming 4 daughter cells and it is going to be occurring in 2 phases. जब जैसे mitosis हमने देखा, mitosis जो है वो एक ही phase में होता है, मतलब karyokinesis, cytokinesis खत्म. But यहाँ पे this is going to be occurring in 2 phases, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. This becomes a tedious process. मतलब same का same procedure है, but ये 2 बार होगा. Okay, so please have a screenshot of this. This is the first important thing that you need to know as far as the meiosis being concerned. What will be the time of the test? You'll be updated soon on that, or maybe you can communicate with your office. They'll help you out in a better way. अब मुझे नहीं पता कितने बजे exam है, but आज है वो पक्का है. So just confirm with your branch. They'll help you out with that. So you've got the test now. Okay, great. Let's proceed on with the next part now. Meiosis क्यों लगता है? It is because the number of the cell, number of chromosomes that are there in the normal cell. It is because of the chromosomes in the body. Fertilization के लिए लगेगा. It is going to be undergoing this process. अब meiosis में देखो क्या होता है? Is first a cell which is having 46 chromosomes is going to be dividing, or it's further going to be going in for the division. यहाँ पे पहला division होगा जहाँ पे ये reduction, मतलब इसका 1n बन जाता है. इसके क्रोमोसोम्स जो है वो आधी आधे दोनों सेल्स में डिवाइड हो जाते हैं. और दूसरा रिएक्शन होता है माइटोसिस, meiosis 2, जो एक्चुअली एक माइटोसिस की तरह है, जहाँ पे the number of chromosomes of the parent cell and the daughter cell remains the same. Okay, so this is how meiosis के end में one cell is going to be forming 1, 2, 3 and 4 cell. और क्रोमोसोम नंबर अगर आप देखो तो यहाँ पे 2n है, यहाँ पे 1n and so the chromosome number is also been reduced down, hence this is known as reductional division. Okay, so यहाँ पे this is being done twice. ये division जो है ये 2 बार होता है. That's why it is known as reductional division. अब बढ़ते हैं आगे. Yes, this is what you see as far as meiosis is being concerned. ही प्रोसेस आपल्यामध्ये होते ना, this has been occurring in the reproductive cells of your body. Okay, this process is same as mitosis, कुछ अलग नहीं है, सेम, बिल्कुल सेम है. सिर्फ एक जगह पे क्रोमोसोम जो है वो आधे हो जाते हैं, बस उतना ही फर्क है. इसमें सेम प्रोफेज, मेटाफेज, एनाफेज, टेलोफेज वही है, कैरियोकाइनेसिस भी वही है, साइटोकाइनेसिस भी वही है, सब कुछ सेम है. इट इज एब्सोल्युटली द सेम. Okay, so this is what you see as meiosis 1 and this is what you see as meiosis 2. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो प्रोफेज, मेटाफेज, एनाफेज, टेलोफेज वही के वही है. वापस यहाँ पे प्रोफेज, मेटाफेज, एनाफेज, टेलोफेज. सिर्फ फर्क कितना होता है, ये प्रोफेज 1, मेटाफेज 1, एनाफेज 1, टेलोफेज 1, जबकि ये प्रोफेज 2, मेटाफेज 2, एनाफेज 2 और टेलोफेज. Okay. Now, meiosis is a process where a single cell divides twice to form 4 haploid daughter cells. The cells are being gametes, that are sperm cells and the egg cells. The process of meiosis is going to be divided into two stages. Each stage has been further divided into several phases. This is the first introduction of meiosis. अब meiosis 1 में होता है prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1, cytokinesis 1. तो वैसे ही meiosis 2, prophase 1, prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2, telophase 2, and cytokinesis 2. So these are these different phases that are going to be occurring as far as meiosis 1 has been concerned. अब meiosis 1, prophase 1 के बारे में बात करेंगे. यहाँ पे if at all you see, the changes are the same, बिल्कुल same changes है. The nuclear envelope disintegrates, chromosomes begin to condense, spindle fiber appear. फिर metaphase में क्या होगा? All of them are going to be coming to the equatorial plate. So यहाँ पे आप second line ही देख लो, they have been coming on the equatorial plate. फिर anaphase में क्या होता है? They start pulling towards the opposite pole. So yes, homologous chromosomes have been pulled towards the opposite pole. फिर टेलोफेज में क्या होगा? स्पिंडल फाइबर्स आपके डिसअपीयर हो जाएंगे, न्यूक्लियर एनवेलप और न्यूक्लियोलस जो गया था वो वापस आ जाएगा. और फिर आएगा साइटोकाइनेसिस 1, जहां पे इट इज नथिंग बट द एनिमल सेल है, तो फरो फॉर्मेशन से डिवीजन जो है साइटोप्लाज्म का हो जाएगा. उसी तरह से यू कैन हैव मियोसिस 2. मियोसिस 2 में भी द सेम थिंग, वापस वही का वही रिपीटेशन है. सिर्फ इसमें 2 बार डिवीजन होने की वजह से एक सेल में से 4 सेल्स बनेंगे, जबकि माइटोसिस में इट्स जस्ट द सिंगल टाइम प्रोसेस. At that time the number of cells are going to be only. Okay, so prophase 2, the chromatin condenses into the chromosome by, everything is the same, there's no change in it. So what I'll do is आप लोग इसका स्क्रीनशॉट निकाल लो पहले. तो आप इसका स्क्रीनशॉट निकाल लो. आप इसका स्क्रीनशॉट निकालो. These are the changes that have been occurring inside the nucleus of prophase 1 of meiosis 1. अब इसका स्क्रीनशॉट निकाल लो. इसका स्क्रीनशॉट निकाल लो. And okay, so that's how we end up this big chapter, life processes part 1. इसके आगे एक और चैप्टर है, लाइफ प्रोसेसेस पार्ट 2. तो सबसे पहले मैं क्या करूंगा, I'll be completing of these important chapters. Okay, once these important chapters have been done, जिसके पास सबसे ज्यादा वेटेज है, so that it will be helpful for you people and you will have sufficient time to revise these chapters. और उसके बाद जो छोटे छोटे चैप्टर्स हैं वो हम आपको दिखाएंगे. आप you can have a word with your branch itself. Please ask your branch to give you the recorded sessions. We'll be solving the MCQs in the next lecture. There are 10 chapters in total, but 6 out of them are going to be important as far as our CET exams have been concerned. Okay? Chalo. So I'll end the session today. Thank you so much for joining. It was great being with you people. See you soon once again. Next lecture, that's tomorrow. Till then, goodbye. Take care. Enjoy your evening and God bless. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care. Yes, bye. Thank you.